All right, welcome back everyone. Today we are going to start where we ended yesterday. Yesterday we ended here. We were foiling and we are going to continue with our foiling. We're going to have kind of trickier questions today. So I want you guys to flip to the back side of where we left off yesterday. So we are not looking at this yet. We're not looking at A3C. I just want you to go to the back of yesterday's notes, so you should have a blank page, okay? I want you to label this as a FOIL review. All right, now something we need to remember about FOIL, reminder, we use that to multiply a binomial times a binomial. And reminder, FOIL, it is an acronym, so each letter stands for something. So reminder, the F stands for multiplying our first terms. The O stands for multiplying our outside terms. The I stands for multiplying our inside terms, and the L stands for our last. Now, as we're going through the notes, if I'm talking too fast, make sure you pause and take time to write down what we're doing. If you need to go back, if you don't understand something, reminder, this is a video note. Take your time as you need it. All right, so FOIL, so let's practice this. So this right here, we're going to multiply these two together. So we know this is a binomial times a binomial because we have two things times two things, okay? So reminder, I'm going to multiply my first, so I'm going to multiply the 3x to the 5x. Reminder, when we do that, we're going to multiply our front numbers, so I'm taking 3 times 5, which is going to give us 15. And reminder, when we take x times x, I'm going to have x squared. We then are going to multiply our outside. So I'm going to take this 3x times 7. And when we do that, I'm getting 21x. I then am multiplying my inside stuff. So 2 times 5, and I'm getting 10x. And then I'm multiplying my last. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 7, and we're going to get 14. Now, some people struggled at this last step here. Reminder, I do need you to combine like terms. And reminder, this one right here, this 15x squared out in front, there's no other x squared, so I'm just going to bring that down. These right here, these both have x's, so they are like terms. So I'm going to take, I see they're both positive, so I'm going to add them together. And I have 21x plus 10x, which is going to give us 31x. And then finally that 14 also doesn't have anything to combine with, so I'm going to bring that down. Okay, so this is the basic of what we did yesterday. So we are foiling, so we are multiplying first, outside, inside, last, combining like terms, and we are going to have that again today. Now the reason why I want to review today, on our homework today, we just have some that have slightly larger numbers or a couple of them that have some weird things going on. So you guys did this yesterday, but as you can see, the numbers are a little bit larger than what we had yesterday. So I just want you guys to see what happens if things get a little bit crazier. Okay? All right, so our next one here, if you would write this down, I'm going to have 7x minus 2 and 8x minus 3. Okay, so again, I'm going to FOIL, so I'm going to multiply my first and my first. This is my favorite multiple right here. 7 times 8 is 56. I'm taking x times x, so that's how I'm getting that x squared. I'm multiplying the 7x to negative 3, so I'm going to have negative 21x. I'm multiplying my inside, so negative 2 times 8 to be negative 16x. And then finally my last, so I have negative 2 times negative 3. A couple of us struggled on this yesterday. Reminder, a negative times a negative is going to be positive. Okay. Now, this right here, again, front number, front term, oops, whoopsies, is just coming down. I'm just going to have 56x squared. There's no other like terms. Now again, here is a struggle for some of us. These are both negative, so that means you're going to add them together, and because they're both negative, we're going to have a negative number. So I'm going to take negative 21 and negative 16, and when we add those together, we are going to have negative 37x. And again, our 6 doesn't have any like terms, so we're going to bring that down. Okay, so again, as you guys can see, these numbers are a little bit larger than last time. All right, here's our last term like this, and then I have a fun problem, and then we will be done. Okay, all right, our last one here has kind of something weird that's going on. We're going to take 5x squared. Okay, so hopefully we notice something is already different about this problem. So far I've never had this, that there has been a power inside here. So we have to remember something back from chapter 7. Okay, so I'm still going to FOIL these. So I'm going to take that 5 times that 3. Okay, and then when I take x squared times x squared, we need to remember that we add the exponents. So I'm going to have 2 plus 2, so I'm going to have x to the 4th. Okay, so that's the only difference between this problem and all the other problems we've had. If you have a problem like this, you got to add those exponents. So now we're going to FOIL like regular. I'm going to take this 5x squared times negative 7, and I'm going to get negative 35x squared this time because that square is on that x. I'm going to multiply my inside stuff, so I'm going to have 2 times 3, which is going to give us 6x squared. Okay, and then finally I have positive 2 times negative 7, so since I have a positive times a negative, I'm going to have negative 14. Okay, and like all the problems that we've done so far, this first one, our 15x to the 4th, no like term, so that's just going to come on down. This right here, now again, I have some people are struggling with this. Reminder, your calculator can certainly help you. I have negative 35 plus 6, so we have a negative plus a positive, so we're really going to subtract these, and because the 35 is so much larger, we are going to have a negative. So when we combine those, we are going to have negative 29x squared. Okay, that 14 doesn't have anything with it, so it's going to bring down negative 14. Reminder real quickly that this x squared is going to stay as an x squared. Reminder, you don't do anything with problems when you're just combining like terms. If I was multiplying these two, then something else would happen. But because we're just combining like terms, it just comes down as x squared. All right, here's our last problem. Now today I am gone and it's a special day. It is Fraction Friday. So I'm going to have you guys add this to the bottom of your notes. Okay, and Fraction Friday, I just have a quick question for you. Okay, what is the difference between adding fractions and multiplying fractions? This is a really good review from Hint Chapter 1. So what I mean by that, for example, what is the difference between doing these two problems? If you need to think about this visually, what's the difference between solving these? So you guys are going to type in your answer to me, and I will get back to you guys on Tuesday. All right, thank you. Reminder, if you need to rewatch this or pause or watch it slower, make sure you are doing that. All right, good luck on your homework. Thank you.